In today's lesson, we're going to be drawing Wonder Woman. So I'm drawing a square here in the middle of my piece of paper. This is her face. And because we're doing this in the chibi style, her head is going to be larger than the rest of her body. This part of the drawing is her headband. So what I've done is I've drawn two lines across, and then I've put an upside down triangle in the center of the headband. I'll also outline the headband for the details that you see on her headband. And then when I have this finished, I'm going to go down below her chin, and I'm going to go ahead and make two downward lines for her neck, and then two lines that go out from her neck in opposite directions for her shoulders. I'll go back up to the top and just add the top of her hair. I won't finish the whole thing, and then I'll go back down and work a little bit on her torso and arms. So I'm going to work on the costume that she wears, and I'll draw in her waist, which is just two downward lines that angle in towards each other. And then I'll put a little W shape down here at the bottom, and then at the top I'll just do the same thing, but I'll add a bird's head. And this is the top of her costume. Now right here I'm drawing in the skirt, and the skirt reminds me something of the type of armor that gladiators wore. So I'm drawing in these long pieces of leather or cloth that end in points. And I'm just putting in, I don't know, 8 or 9 of these shapes to complete the skirt. And I'll adjust it right here so that it looks a little better. And there we have the skirt done. I'm going to draw a strap that goes across the front of her. This might be to hold a quiver of arrows or the cover for her sword. And her leg is really easy to do because this is a chibi style Wonder Woman. We don't have to put a lot of details into it. So you can just draw a U shape, and then you can add the details of her boots like I'm doing here. And I want her to be running, so you won't see the boot on this leg. Instead, you'll just see her knee. This arm here is going to be holding a shield. So I'm just going to draw the two little arm lines out, and then I'm going to draw a big circle here. And this is the shield that she has. And I'll draw another circle inside of the first one and another circle inside of that, and then her shield is complete. In this arm over here, I'm going to have her hold a sword. So I'm just drawing two lines that angle down towards the ground, and then at the elbow they angle slightly back up. And then I'll just draw her hand in here. Which is going to hold onto the hilt of that sword. Hands for me are always the hardest thing to draw, so I'll be making some adjustments here to get this to look just right. This is the blade of her sword, and it's just two upward lines that angle out slightly and then come to a point. I'm going to erase her hand here, and then I'll just put in a smaller hand so it's more in proportion to our drawing. I might even change it again. I'm not sure that I really like this. And then I'll finish her hair, and you can draw the hair however you like. She's got really long, pretty hair, so I'm going to make my Wonder Woman's hair go down almost past her waist. The next thing we need to add are the eyes, and I'm going to add 2 large circles for her eyes because she is a chibi. And then I'll put in a little mouth right here. And I'll give her some highlights and pupils, some eyelashes and eyebrows. And I'm doing that all right here with her eyes as we go. These are the highlights. They're just those large and small circles. And then I'll draw her pupil in around those highlights. And I'll do the same thing to this eye. And then just a line across the top of her eye for her eyebrows. And she's just about done. I'm just going over a little bit of the details. I'm going to add a little circle here for her blush on her cheeks. And erase some of these lines up here. Then we'll go ahead and color. That does it for today's drawing lesson. If you have any questions, any comments, or requests for a special drawing, be sure to leave that in the comments section below. Make sure you hit the like button and click to subscribe so that you will receive the notices to all of my brand new videos every Monday through Friday. Thanks again, guys. Happy drawing and see you next time.